Hello, we are Team RA Evolution. We created Resid Devils, a system that allows students, RAs, and RCs to get access and manage residential resources. So in order to access the system, we need to create an account. So this is a registration page that we can use to register our account. So assume that I'm a first year student who just came to Duke. I can use this page to input information, including my net ID, first name and last name, phone number, email address, password, and I can select my role as a student, my year as a freshman, and then I can designate my RA, which I know by the name is Kim. So I can select him in the system. And then when I try to register an account, it tells me that password has to be 8 characters long. So I just make my password satisfy the condition, and then I can create my account successfully. Then if I try to log in using the account that I just created, I could do that, and then we are logged in.
Okay, so once we log in, we can see all of the functions of our website, including our dashboard. We're working on getting some API routing to the back end to display stuff like tasks and upcoming events. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to the search function. Right now, we have 3 filters that we can filter by. Those are net ID, first name, last name. So let's go ahead and let's search our database, which is mostly fictional student data. But let's search Raymond, who should now be in the database after creating his account. There he is. So now let's try by first name. If we search this, of course, nothing's going to come up because that's not a real first name. But now let's try searching by my name. There we go. There I am. And for the last time, let's go by last name. Let's search a pretty common last name. And then now we pull up everyone with the last name Anderson. And so you might see now that contact and dorm are actually blocked out. And that's because Raymond's account is a student account, which means he doesn't have the staff permissions to view all of this stuff. And so to fix that, let's go ahead and log out. Let's log into the admin account, which I've already made. And so now let's go back to the search function. Let's go search by net ID. Let's look for some fictional student. And so we can see now that these fields which were previously blocked out are now available for us to look at.
So the next functionality we have is a schedule component where RA can report the availability. So here we have a task list, RA on-call hours, floor rounds, and resident checking. Once we select the task, there's like 3 available time slots I can choose. So let's say I choose the first 2, and I save it, and then I can view my current availability here. I can also update my availability. So right now, suppose I'm free for all 3 slots, and I save it. Then it's shown here. So later we'll come up with like an algorithm that can optimize the schedule for all the RAs.
So next functionality is to submit a report or check any report history. Let's try. So the filters, including the user ID and report ID and any keywords. And you can also try to have the time tabs or urgency levels. Let's try for the noise complaint tab. As you can see, here are 2 different reports. And let's try to submit a report. Select type, noise complaint. Location is bell tower, and the urgency level is pretty high because it's too loud here. And also you can choose attach some files as the evidence. Now you have already submitted the report. Let's check whether we have already successfully entered this report. Like you can search the noise complaint, and this is the newest report. And also you can try to select because it's submitted by the admin. Here you can also check the timestamp here.
So a key part of the platform is letting our users get access to information about what events might be happening in their community. So activity history, this tab essentially allows us to see what may have happened, what might be planned. And so I am living in my dorm, which is Trinity, and I want to find out what's going on there. So I search, and then I found out that there's no activities found there, which is not great news, because I definitely want engagement in my community, and I'm the RA, so I want to plan something. So I go to the proposal form, as you just saw, and I'm gonna put in my program name, which is which is gonna be a board game night, and then my building, of course, is Trinity. Let's just call this board game, and then let's say my room number is the first common room that I want to do it in, and then let's plan it over the weekend, which might be a good time for my residents to come out. Let's plan it for 10 p.m., which is a good time, and then description can just be board games for fun, because that sounds like a fun time for our residents, and we can just submit this. Now that this has been submitted, we go back to our dashboard, and now we can go to activity history as any kind of a user. I can go and see what has been planned, and as I search Trinity, I find out that there's a board game night planned, and it's for this date and time and the location, and all of this relevant information shows up. Thank you for watching our presentation.